Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. I am seriously so excited for today's video because I have not done a book haul video in far too long and I am so excited to be finally sitting down and doing one again. And I know you guys love these videos, so win-win. Also, completely ignore the egghead look. My wash day for my hair is on Sunday and it's currently Friday, so we're rocking the slick back look for the next 2 days. Luna has also been doing pretty good. She's literally cuddling right next to me. It's so cute. Anyways, as you guys can see from the title of today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a book haul of all the books that I have bought recently. Get a snack, get a coffee, get a drink, get whatever you got to, and get ready because this video is going to be so much fun. Before we get into today's video, I do want to thank today's sponsor of the video, Book of the Month. You guys know I love Book of the Month. I work with them all the time. If you guys are new to my channel and you've never heard of Book of the Month before, Book of the Month is basically a monthly subscription box, and every single month their team picks a curated selection of books for you guys to pick. These selections are new release and early releases from authors that you may have never heard of before. That is actually one of my favorite things about Book of the Month. They very seamlessly introduce us to authors that we may have never heard about and probably never would have bought books from had it not been for their service. Another wonderful thing about Book of the Month that I absolutely adore is their skip policy. Say you don't like any of the books for that month, you are welcome to skip that month and Book of the Month won't charge you at all. A lot of other monthly subscription boxes don't do this and they will charge you even if you don't use the subscription service, but Book of the Month does not do that. Again, one of the reasons why I love their service so much. Another reason why I love their service so much is they give you brand new hardcover books for a fraction of the price of what you would pay in store. Book of the Month was super kind enough to send me 2 of their picks for this month, so let me show you the 2 picks that I picked. The first one that I picked the London Seance Society by Sarah Penner. I love the cover of this. It is literally so pretty. This is also the same author as The Lost Apothecary. I did a reading vlog of The Lost Apothecary about maybe I think like a year and a half ago, and I absolutely love that book. It was so good. So I am very excited to read another book by her, and I kind of hope it gives the same vibe as Lost Apothecary. And the book that they sent me in the box, I'm actually so pumped for. I got Rootless by Christyle Zara Apai. I totally said that name wrong, but this is what it looks like. It is such a beautiful, gorgeous digital art cover. You guys know me, I love my digital art covers. It says that Rootless is a heart-rendering love story about motherhood and sacrifice, providing an intimate look at what happens after a marriage collapses, leading 2 people to rediscover what they ultimately want, and if it's still each other. As Effie says, love and regret aren't mutually exclusive. This book sounds so freaking good and I am so excited to read it. Thank you, Book of the Month, for sending me these books. I am so excited to read them. But if you guys are interested in signing up for Book of the Month, you guys can sign up using the link down in my description box below or going to bookofthemonth.com. And when you're at checkout, make sure you use the code CHEERS to get your first book for $9.99. Anyways, without further ado, let's get on into this book haul. Okay, so to start this book haul off, obviously 2 of the books that I received within the past 2 months have been from Book of the Month, Rootless, and then the Seance Society. The next book that I got is Offside by Avery Keeling. I've already started this book. I'm about a good 200 pages into Offside and I am literally kicking and screaming over this book because it is so good and so amazing. And this is a 600-page book and I've only read 200 pages of it so far. But this is a hockey sports romance book. Our main character, Bailey, gets dumped after her 21st birthday. She actually gets dumped on her 21st birthday, and her ex is the captain of her school's hockey team. However, she ends up rebounding to a guy on the rival hockey team at the other school. It says, caught in the midst of a bitter rivalry that extends far beyond the arena, Chase and Bailey are on opposite sides of the bench. He's worked his entire life to secure a future in the NHL. She's tagged along while her brother has done the same. Fraternizing with the enemy is definitely out of the question. But what if the enemy is impossible to resist? The next book I got The Last Invitation by Darby Kane. My friend Kate actually gifted this to me about like a month ago at the very beginning of February. Gifted it to me in like this little like self-care basket, and it was so cute. So thank you, Kate, very much appreciated. I'm pretty sure this is a murder mystery, and you guys know how much I love my murder mysteries. But basically the synopsis of this book is they meet the second Tuesday of every month and vote, and then someone dies. Over the last few years, prominent people, a retired diplomat, a beloved basketball coach, the CEO of an empire, have died in a series of fluke accidents and shocking suicides. There's no apparent connection, no signs of foul play. Behind it all is a powerful group of women, the Sophie Foundation, who meet over wine and cheese to review files of men who behave very, very badly and then mete out justice. This sounds really, really good. Okay, next book. The next two books I actually got from a series. I got A Court of Frost and Starlight and then A Court of Wings and Ruin. These are, I think, the third and the fourth books in the A Court of Thorn and Roses series. I have not read A Court of Thorn and Roses, keep in mind, but for some reason I have this thing where I won't read series half the time unless I have all of the books, and I don't know why I do that, but for some reason it doesn't make sense in my brain to read a series if I don't have the whole entire series on hand. I don't know, it doesn't make sense. All right, next book. I got Forever Never by Lucy Score. I got this a few weeks ago, and I'm gonna be really honest with you, the only reason I got this book is because it's set on Mackinac Island. If you guys don't know, I live in Michigan and I have visited Mackinac Island so many times. Mackinac Island is literally gorgeous. I love it so much there. So I don't know, seeing a book that was set in my like home state is mind-blowing to me. So I just felt the need to pick it up, and it's a romance book and I've heard nothing but good things about Lucy Score's books. So I am hoping that I really like this. The next book I got, Five Survive by Holly Jackson. You guys know I love Holly Jackson. I read the first two books in the Good Girls Guide to Murder series. I haven't read the last book in the series, but I love that series so much. It's so good. If you guys are looking for a book to get you into murder mystery and you don't know where to start, I highly suggest Holly Jackson or Karen McManus. They are probably the easiest books to get into when it comes to murder mystery, and they're just super interesting. So if you want to get into murder mystery, I recommend those authors. But I did pick up Holly Jackson's newest book. It says 8 hours, 6 friends, 5 survive. Red Kenny is on a road trip for spring break with 5 friends. Her best friend and her older brother, his perfect girlfriend, a friend from school, and the guy Red wishes was more than a friend. But they won't make it to their destination. When their RV breaks down in the middle of nowhere with no cell service, they soon realize this is no accident. They have been trapped by someone out here in the dark. Someone who clearly wants them dead. With 8 hours until dawn, the 6 friends must escape or figure out which of them is the target. But is there a liar among them? Buried secrets will be forced to light and tensions inside the RV will reach deadly levels. Not all of them will survive the night. It sounds so stupid, but I almost don't want to read this until I go camping again, because I feel like this would be like the perfect murder mystery spooky camping book to read while in a tent. I might save this for when I go camping again. Anyways, moving on to my next read. The next book I got, Vow of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. I just recently read Dance of Thieves back in January, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was January, and I absolutely fell in love with that book. I absolutely loved the characters. Cassie and Jace are literally to die for. I love them so much. I love their banter. I love their relationship. It's also the first fantasy book that I read of 2023 and the first fantasy book that I've read since, I think, Six of Crows. So I'm very excited to continue on with Cassie and Jace's story in Vow of Thieves, and I swear to God, if any of my favorite characters die, I will riot. And that's all I have to say. All right, next book. The next book I got If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nowlin. I think I said that right. I hope I did. Probably didn't. I digress. I saw this book actually in Sarah Crowley's reading vlog. I think she did a reading vlog on this. Just watching her read it and watching her reactions sold me on getting it, and I literally immediately put it in my cart after I watched that video and I bought it. So I am so freaking excited to read this, because if this doesn't absolutely destroy my soul, then I don't know what will. So that sounds so weird that I want a book to like destroy my feelings, but I don't know. For me, if a book can like make me cry and destroy my feelings and just like, it's an automatic 5-star read for me. I don't know why, it just is. It sounds like a second chance romance almost, but like not a second chance romance. It's more of like a, I wish we had a second chance romance, but instead I'm gonna bawl my eyes out for the rest of my life. And I'm so excited to read this. I think I'm gonna do a reading vlog of this one as well. All right, next book. The next book I got Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. This is again another hockey romance book. I've been seeing this one everywhere on TikTok. This is really big on TikTok right now. So I got it because I wanted to see what it was all about. It's about a figure skater and also a hockey player. The hockey player is the captain of his team, and then she has been planning her whole entire life a shot at the US team for figure skating. This one was actually our book club pick of February, I believe. So if you guys want to join our book club, I will have that link down in the description box below. All you have to do is sign up on Fable, and then you can join our little book club group. This month, for the month of March, we are actually reading If He Had Been With Me. If you guys have been meaning to read this book, March is the perfect time to read it because our book club is doing it. So if you guys are interested, sign up below. I am actually really excited about this book because, again, I've been seeing it everywhere on TikTok, especially Instagram, and especially on YouTube. I got Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I had no clue what it was. I actually thought it was a fantasy book at first, just from like the cover of it. I don't know why, but the cover of this book just gave me like fantasy vibes, and I was like, oh, it can't be that good. Like, no way, no way. And then again, I watched Sarah Crowley do a reading vlog on Magnolia Parks. Literally explained it as like a Gossip Girl romance book. It's extremely toxic, apparently. Fair warning, but it's essentially like a Gossip Girl romance kind of feel to it. And I love Gossip Girl. I just started season 2 like a few months ago. As soon as she explained that this was a romance book, I was like, okay, adding to my cart right now. A lot of people have been saying it's either a 5-star read or a 2-star read because of the kind of connection that the two main characters have with each other. It's really toxic, apparently. Also, I didn't know that Jessa Hastings is also friends with Selena Gomez, and I saw that on Selena Gomez's Instagram the other day because I was stalking her page a little bit after the whole Hailey and Justin and Selena drama. I'm sorry, it's completely taken up my TikTok For You page, and that's literally it's on my For You page right now. So yeah, I did a little digging. Anyways, let's move on to the next book. I am very excited about this book, only for the sole reason that I finally found this book in paperback, because I've been looking for the past year for this book in paperback and I have not been able to find it in paperback until now. I got Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. This is the last book in the Grishaverse universe. I liked Shadow and Bone, but I would definitely say Shadow and Bone is more for a younger audience. It's definitely more of like an intro to fantasy, if that's kind of what you want. You guys know I absolutely loved Six of Crows, and I'm in love with that book so much. So I'm very excited about having the full complete Grishaverse book series. The next book I got Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. I didn't know what it was at first. I thought it again was a fantasy book, so I was like, okay, like, all right, like I already have a ton of fantasy books that I have to read this year. Like, do I really want to add another one onto it? And then I was actually reading the synopsis of the book, and it's actually a mafia romance book. I haven't really read any mafia romance books, so this may be a first. I did look up a lot of the reviews of this book, and I did see a lot of good reviews about this book. It's also apparently in a series, and this is the first book in the series, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Forced marriage, arranged marriage, mafia rivalry, it sounds like. It also sounds like enemies to lovers kind of vibe. Yeah, I don't know. This will be definitely an interesting shift of romance books. I have never really read a mafia romance. Oh, what? This book is illustrated. I didn't know this. Noted, this is a very spicy book. There are illustrated spicy scenes. Do with that information what you will, all I'm saying. And the last book that I recently got, Fever Code by James Dasher. I'm actually currently reading The Kill Order by James Dasher. Almost just like brought back all the feelings of when I first read The Maze Runner for the first time. So I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited about having the full complete book set, the original trilogy and prequels and all. I do still have to get Newt's novella from his point of view, but other than that, I do have all the books in the series, so I am pretty excited about that. Anyways, that is all the books that I've gotten recently, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below any books that you've bought recently and one that you're really excited to start reading. I would say out of all the books, the ones that I'm like most excited about reading would be Offside, Rule of Wolves, Magnolia Parks, and If He Had Been With Me. Those are probably the ones I am most excited about reading and have the most like high expectations for, I guess you would say. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys. I used to take myself out on dates, open my own damn doors, pay for everything on my plate.
Sometimes I'd even get the steak, cause I got it like that. Always have my own bag, never needed no man to rely on. Got two good shoulders to cry.